There's a quote from Bill Gates that once you hear it and think about it, tends to shape the way you think about and approach the world from there on out. It goes, people tend to overestimate the amount of change that'll happen in the next 2 years, but greatly underestimate how much change will happen in the next 10 years. So think about life 2 years ago. Think about your business 2 years ago. How different is the way that you interact with the world from 2023? Probably not much different, right? We have Zoom and Microsoft Teams and Google Meet. We're obviously emailing and texting and so forth. We have, FaceTime. All those things have been around for the last couple of years and been accepted ways to interact with the world. And your clients, prospects, referral partners, they're all comfortable with those interaction mediums. Now think about how different life was 10 years ago. So let's go back to 2015. Well, funny thing, AirPods didn't come out until 2016. Zoom was only 4 years old. It came out in 2011 is when Zoom launched, and traction in the business world really hadn't happened yet. Frankly, back in 2015, most executives and leaders at firms in America had never even been on a Zoom, had never even been on a video call, right? They might have been on a TV spot. The only people who were really using Zoom and video chat back then were probably leaders of small, nimble startups. The world is different. Here's another funny thing to think about. Today, compared to 2015, many young professionals almost never watch television. They consume almost all their media on YouTube or other streaming services. They are listening to podcasts routinely in a much greater way than anybody had in 2015. Heck, I launched my first podcast back in 2007. That's 8 years before 2015. And even in 2015, many people had never been on a podcast or listened to a podcast. But again, fast forward to now, 2025, the world's different. As I keep saying on this video show, 40% of Americans listen to podcasts regularly. 1 billion people watch podcasts on YouTube every month. The world has changed dramatically. So that really gets me to the last part of that Bill Gates quote. People tend to overestimate the amount of change that happens in 2 years, greatly underestimate how much change will happen in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction.